past year, we have been looking really carefully at how we assess the children here at Willow Lodge. We want to move towards an assessment process that really focuses on the individual child and their progression. We've been using age standardised scores, which generates this number that's actually come from a national average of this 100 that hasn't changed for many years. And what we want to do is provide parents with information on whether their child is working towards age-related expectations, meeting age-related expectations, or exceeding age-related expectations. We want to use resources that generate a statement rather than just a number. The biggest difference that parents will notice is that you won't be given a score, as an outcome of the assessment. You'll be given more information on how your child is doing compared to age-related expectations. And the child is going to feel far more involved with our new process because they are going to be told exactly what they're doing really well and what they think they're doing really well as well, and what it is they need to work on to progress even further. And for teachers, we're going to be given lots of information on how the individual child is doing. And that's exactly what we need to focus on, the individual child and how they are progressing. So we won't be reporting class averages anymore because we don't want to compare the children with their peers or year group. We want to compare the child with how they have been doing and the progress they have been making. Our current maths assessment process generates an age standardised score, and that's exactly what we want to move away from. So we're going to be using the resources that are generated from our maths scheme of work that we use every day. And again, the outcome of that is a statement that informs parents and the children actually on whether they're working towards age-related expectations, meeting them or exceeding them. And those resources also provide valuable feedback to the teacher to inform their planning and learning for the next week or the next day, and to focus very carefully on that individual and how they are attaining. So our new maths assessment will allow the children to use practical equipment as well, which is really good for our younger learners. The maths paper has key words highlighted for our visual learners and some pictures, and it's set out in a way that's really for the younger eye. And for our auditory learners, we will actually read the questions out to the children so that they are not just relying on their reading ability to access the paper, that we can help them with the reading side and reading aspect of the maths assessment as well. So that's really exciting. With our younger children here at King's, they're all at very different stages of their reading. And we want to make sure that when we're assessing their reading comprehension, which is their understanding of what they've read, that they are given a text and questions that's appropriate to their reading ability. So for example, if your child is on a purple reading band, then they will receive the purple reading band comprehension paper, which has appropriate questions for that reading ability, and the text itself that we're assessing the children on is at that appropriate reading level. So it makes far more sense than just giving all of the children the same text to read from and assess them from that. And again, it's going to inform the children of exactly what they're doing really well and what it is they need to do to push their reading on further. And it gives parents valuable information on where their child is at with their reading, and again, what their child needs to do to push their reading on further and how they can support their child at home. Previously, we have been assessing writing using national curriculum levels, and many schools are moving away from this, and we want to do just the same. And again, we want to relate the outcome of the assessment to age-related expectations. With our older children in Willow Lodge, in Infant 2, we want to make that more formalised with a set writing piece. And the teacher will have a really detailed breakdown of writing skills, composition and organisation that they can use to assess the individual piece of writing in greater detail. That will then generate the statements that we are going to be using for age-related expectations. The child will be informed of what they've done really well and what they've included in their writing and what maybe they've missed out or need to include next time. The parents will be able to have a detailed conversation with the teacher about what they're including in their writing and again what it is they need to do to improve further. And for the teacher, that marking process gives us valuable information on the writing skills that the individual child has. I'm really excited about the changes to our assessment process because it's really going to put the child and their progress at the heart of everything we do here.